Well, I grew up in Carroll County in Westminster. We had a Silver Run phone number, a Westminster address, and I went to North Carroll and Hampstead. So we were definitely out in the country, and right near the Maryland PA line. I ended up marrying someone from PA and moving at a young age, and raised my children in Adams County, which is where I live now.
Okay.
And spent some time working in the Frederick area, and now I'm in Greencastle, in the tri-state area. So I kind of, my territory is very broad.
Right.
Yeah, and in my spare time, especially the summer, coming into these the next couple of months, I love to whitewater kayak, and I just took a clinic on stand-up paddleboarding, so that's going to be my new venture this summer. I decided I wanted to go back to school, and I was studying journalism and was writing for the Hanover Evening Sun, and went to a radio station and wanted to work in their award-winning news department, and they had a great news department. The program director there wanted to put me on the air as a radio personality, and I said no, I would really like to do journalism. He said, give me 2 weeks, and if you don't like it, I'll put you in my news department. So there was already a Stacy in the market, Stacy Drake, and the reason I'm telling you this is because my real name, my birth given name is Stacy. So they wanted me to have an air name, and so I didn't put a lot of time and effort into it because I thought, well, this is going to be 2 weeks. And I'm going, into the news department where I'll have my real name back, for credibility purposes. And so I ended up coming up with the name Holly McCall, and never looked back. I've always, gone back and forth between real estate and radio. And I honestly tried to get out of radio recently, and it didn't work because Tiny, who does middays here, is he's been my industry BFF for probably 15 or 20 years, and we've never really worked together. And so when I left radio to pursue real estate, he called me. He said, now we can work together. You're coming to work for the station. And I said, no, Tiny, I really want to do real estate. So he called me back in 6 months, and he said, come on, I want you at the station. So I took a part-time position, Saturday mornings, 8 to noon. And it was only a couple months later then that they called me in and wanted me to go full-time. And I love radio. It's my first love, I would say. However, it's radio is not an industry that is financially, doesn't pay very well.
Right.
So real estate was what I wanted to do until I retired. And I don't know how I managed to do this, but doing both, I just have balance, and I love it. And I get up in the morning and I'm excited about my real estate career, and I'm excited about coming in here and working with these guys. This is the best radio family I've ever been part of. It's funny because my radio persona, it is basically my true life persona is mommies, puppies, and bunnies. That's, my son in Oregon, he said, Mom, you have the perfect platform. You should be talking about GMOs, and you should be talking about, and I said, Trav, people don't tune into me for that. They tune into me because they want to hear feel-good stories, and they want to, it's all, that's the best way I can describe my radio show is Mommies, Puppies, and Bunnies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so I'm always pulling, anything. I do a feature at 4:15 called Tell Me Something Good, and it's, just a feel-good story.